What's up, gamers? Welcome to another lovely episode of Gamers Theory 101 here. So, now that we've got basically all the early milestones, basically, as you would want to call them, out of the way, figured we might as well go on some random questing if we can get the fuck. We can get out of here. Might need a bigger place to chill at than the ranger station.
Feel free to roam around. You're quite welcome in my place.
I'm gonna randomly spout off as I think about it, about the Fallout show. We'll do some random questing now that we finally got all the pieces in place. So I decided to take the winterized power armor off of Sticky, and he won't give me the fucking helmet back. Look in his inventory. It's not there. He's decided he's fond of the helmet. Anyway, save that for a little power up later. I'm looking to get the tri-laser beam. I usually give Red a sniper rifle, but looking to get the tri-laser beam rifle. I was thinking, because it's like a force multiplier. If Shorty's using a shotgun, and usually I got Jericho with a AK, and then Sydney with a 10 mil, and then I'm shooting whatever, and then she's shooting 3 laser beams as opposed to 1, and then Sticky with a minigun. It's firepower, son. Yeah, we're just gonna go adventuring around now that we've got the squad all decked out. I do want to go over to the Citadel. I think that was a mistake, actually. I already did the little like there's not going to be nothing over here. Do the little roundabout routine every in-game couple of days around the Citadel as the mutant attack on the outskirts of it gets a little bit bigger every time. Did you get that? Just watch it happen, don't intervene. Oh, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I think I seen some shooting. No? That might have just been the graphics being graphical. Might have just ended. Who knows? I'm gonna laugh if there's... Oh! No, there isn't another one, but... definitely another fight going. Anyway, going on to the Fallout show. It's funny the mixed opinions about it. I guess you would say that, for the most part, the people saying they like it are the tourists, and the people that hate it are the actual gamer crowd. I mean, You know, that's a certain, like, I feel like it's half and half there too in the gamer crowd. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, you know what I mean? Like, you get past the Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas generation. You get to the kids who like their prime years, they never really fucked with, you know, I guess you could say the PS4 kids. The kids who, like, I was a PlayStation 2 kid, and then a 360 teenager in the Call of Duty Dude Bro era. So maybe you had a PS3 when you were a little kid, and then you get a PS4, or the PS4 was your first console, and like I had the PS2, and so you're working with like Fallout 76 and Fallout 4. Maybe that pool of the fan base doesn't really care that much, and they're just like, ooh, you know what I mean? And it looks good, is the thing. Like, I enjoy watching it. It looks good. It's not like it's doing a huge disservice to the show in the looks department. Of course, you know, you look at the fucking... I remember thinking, she could have easily, you could have easily just had her, like, lean out the side of the dinosaur mouth, or have a little window she made, or something else other than, like, was the fucking dinosaur facing the wrong way just so they could have this fucking scene where she's sitting in there with the fucking sniper rifle? Because there's so many other ways you could have done that. And for a show that's all about member berries, you got a lot of missed opportunities, a lot of member berry missed opportunities, I feel like. Like, why isn't... Alright, let's early on here in the video get one thing straight, alright? The reason why I'm not super, oh my god, the show has ruined everything and blah blah blah, I think all this is kind of stupid. All this kind of overreacting to it. Because the way I look at it, alright, first of all, now I'm gonna probably ruin this, what I'm about to say, with some shit afterwards, but it's just a double point, so fuck it. Like, as far as canon being messed up goes, every playthrough of New Vegas is canon. You should know this if you're a Fallout person. We all know this. Every playthrough of New Vegas is canon. Canon is whatever the fuck they showed you in the slideshow at the end of your last playthrough of New Vegas. That is what your ending for New Vegas is. It's an RPG with not as tremendous amount of endings as fucking Todd said it had, or something like that, but it's got a lot of different endings, a lot of ways things can go down. So, like, I don't know why. I think it's just hype and like bait to come and look at my video about how this ruins the canon of Fallout New Vegas and how it ends and da 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 da. Like, you're just looking at, if you're watching a Fallout show, you might as well be watching somebody else's playthrough. You're watching this. Here's the Fallout show. Fucking lower quality. The acting and writing is awful. But nonetheless, if you're sitting there next to your buddy watching him play Fallout New Vegas, like, you know, And then the other point, that sort of double points there. The show doesn't feel like it's like I don't know how to say this. The Fallout show, New Vegas feels more separate than the Fallout show portrays it. Oh, you don't when you're in any one of the other Fallout games, you don't feel like fucking DC or New Vegas. You don't feel like these things are a hop, skip, and a jump away. The way the world is talked about in game. So I don't know why the fuck they have it. Everything feels like too close together. This dude, her dad is just fucking, yeah, I'm gonna be super vague with names. I'm not even gonna like. Vault Chick's dad, walks to fucking New Vegas in a suit of power armor where the fucking battery runs out of it on in like 20 minutes of gameplay. That's beside the point. I feel like they're kind of blowing their wad. I don't know. In comparison to the pacing of the games, I don't know where the fuck this is gonna go. And it's funny too if you think about it, like the way they do Caesar's Legion and the NCR. It's partly almost kind of like it's funny, like maybe they looked at the game but they didn't know enough about it or some shit. Like, how many guys is actually in Caesar's camp there? I know there's implied lots of dudes in the middle distance, but it was just funny to me watching people react to it and be like, oh, Caesar's Legion has way more dudes than that, does it? But, yeah, they did Caesar dirty. Did Caesar dirty there. And, but so in somebody else's playthrough of Fallout New Vegas, Caesar's dead. And we can just like pretend in the slideshow at the end there who's fucking who left of the Praetorian Guard or whatever is having this civil war between them. But the point is it's almost like they're wandering through New Vegas after the courier wandered through New Vegas, is another way of looking at it. I feel like that's left out. Like, why would you say this is the canon ending and blah-de-blah, implying a connection to the game, like, oh, so the courier came through. And in this particular playthrough, because you might as well say that, like, if you really wanted to do it, right, you just fucking play the game, like, rolling the dice, and then say, this and this happened, and we're going to put that in the script. But so the courier came through, and he decided that he didn't fucking like... He picked house. And he decided to kill off the NCR and Caesar's Legion. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Fuck it, dude. I'm fucking tired. Give me more fucking tablets. I'm getting fuck with this. I'm a tune. I'll give fuck.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah. That's some, like, normal fucking beers, bro.
What's that?
You get some normal fucking beers and chill with the drinking for like a few days, man.
No, fuck it. Well, yeah, well, what do you want?
No, I'm good.
No, fuck.
Straight.
I'll pay. I'm good.
It's all good, man. They're fucking Tums. Like, relax. Give me something next time.
Fucking no, man. Fucking Tom. So
Yeah.
What do you want?
No, I'm good, man. Good.
No.
Good. Yeah.
I'll be right back. Oh, I don't pay that way.
Damn. Nah, sticky! Motherfucker. I was gonna watch out for that guy with the missile launcher. What the fuck? Oh, right, Seward Square. I always, think that that's that fucking tunnel for some reason. And they'll be like, why the fuck am I over here? Right, and so then I went over the motherfucking... the Citadel. God damn. But yeah, fucking... You're watching like a playthrough of New Vegas where the courier came in and sided with House and decided to fucking wipe out the NCR and the Legion, basically. maybe the NCR even a bit heavier than the Legion. Was there like 3 of them left and they were old people? Like, what the fuck? Damn, there are fan made fucking reels and little animations of the NCR fighting Brotherhood of Steel. Honestly, like, I don't know. Little bit of, not gonna lie, little bit of Fallout hype. Little bit of rose-colored glasses. Fucking, just to see a Fallout show. And at least it wasn't it's not total trash. Like, the people saying that it's total trash, well, you're just hyping yourself up. Because it's not fucking Halo. It's not the fucking Halo TV show, so relax there a little bit. Right? But, it's got its flaws. So now that we have that groundwork, let's get away from this fucking crazy dude who fucking always talks this crazy shit.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks, man. Now, so early on, I don't know, like early on, the first season, I think the only thing that really jumped out at me was the ghoul. And I'm not talking about the main character ghoul. I'm talking about, what's his name, who ends up in the fucking Sunset Sarsaparilla bottling plant over there with the little slave labor force counterfeiting caps. And he gets mortally wounded by some shit I can't remember. And then he gets treated by some random guy with some bullshit that wasn't explained. Thusly resulting in his ghoulification. And that's bullshit. You don't, like, what? No. Unless fucking, like let's throw a gamer's theory out here a little bit. Unless, total speculation, this apothecarian of the wasteland here that he ran into in this in the first season was just totally fucking bullshitting him and gave him some super radioactive shit just on the off chance that it would turn him into a ghoul and that would solve his problems. Technically, right? Like, if it doesn't work, it just kills his ass. You don't need to worry about it anyway, right? That's the only fucking, other than, like, that's the only fucking thing that I can think of that doesn't butcher, like, just how we know of ghouls working in the Fallout universe. Just like I was saying, you know, member berries. The fact that this whole fucking thing is supposed to be, I mean, people are saying, oh, it's just there for Easter eggs and haha, thing I know and you know it too. Look, like, well, they aren't doing the greatest job. I mean, where is the Brotherhood of Steel chapter that's out in New Vegas? Are they going to come into the equation at some point? What about them? Because, you know, I already don't like that there's just zero similarity between the Brotherhood of Steel in the show and the Brotherhood of Steel in the games. Like, they really could have, and it could have been a really interesting path to go down. The idea that the show doesn't feel like it exists in the Fallout 3 DC universe. It feels like it's a mixture of Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 4. Like, you got the Fallout 4 aesthetic they went with, obviously. The more bulky power armor and the stupid rifle that everybody hates. And they got kind of they want it to be parody-ish. So it's sort of action comedy, right? So it's got the more goofy vibes of New Vegas instead of the bleak atmosphere of 3. It just doesn't feel 3-ish, right? So That's a thing. People are upset about, but I'm like, for a first step into the non-video game media space, what do you expect? Right? Hey, it's not Halo. It's not the Halo TV show. Can't tell you how many episodes of the Angry Joe show I watched. Well, the fucking reviews actually of the TV show reviews. Never actually watched an episode of the Halo show. But let's try to go over here. Find Raven Rock. But yeah, it's not the fucking Halo show. Get away from the car! Oh yeah, let's go over to Raven Rock. Try to get some more power armor. Some more bad guy power armor. Since we don't have Jericho. But yeah, they could have gone in. It could have been an interesting direction to go in, to run with the sort of dynamics between the different factions of the Brotherhood of Steel as it's represented in Fallout 3, where the DC chapter, which is the only one that actually has that protect and make the wasteland great again fucking ethos or tenant to it, that's actually apart from the main Brotherhood of Steel, which is just to gather up the pre-war technology and keep it from the fucking Luddites. And so that, like what are they thinking? The games are old now, right? Like, so funny. Get a capture card, yeah. The game's the footage, what you're gonna watch at the end of the day is still gonna look like this. It's fucking Fallout. Get over it. But the tension there could have been fun to watch, the dynamic between that DC faction of the Brotherhood, that they're running with the vibe of like them all openly having the mission statement there, like I just mentioned. Instead, it could have been them having to squabble with like in the games, I don't know if I'm wrong here lore-wise, but in the games, the fucking Brotherhood of Steel doesn't answer to some Commonwealth division. So is fucking India guy there? When they said the Commonwealth, like, I don't know, it just feels to me like this is the fucking Institute. This should be the Institute. The Institute has taken control. You're like you're under the thumb of the Institute. And the meeting is to unite the various factions of the Brotherhood of Steel. Or just throw the meeting away. Well, alright. Alright. What factions do we got? Realistically. Other than this fucking dumb bullshit that's in the show. Realistically, we've got the Brotherhood Outcast, the normal DC Brotherhood of Steel. You got the and now I don't care if lore wise there's a whole shit ton of factions that somebody could Reddit up in the fucking comment section and be like, oh, well, you could do this and that and the third thing. Like, I'm talking about Memberberry Easter eggish representing the games in a show. So, like I said, what I expected when we're coming into New Vegas at some point is we're going to meet the chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel that sits in their fucking bunker all day that Veronica came from. And you get no sign of them. So we could call that a faction, their little chapter. And, like, as far as opponents go, for instance, the Caesar's Legion representation in the show would, if rendered into the game, would get its shit kicked in by the Brotherhood of Steel in New Vegas by itself. So you got them, you got the Brotherhood of Outcast, talking about from within the game. You gotta work the Minutemen in there somewhere. Preston Garvey dies. That'll be a satisfying scene for the entire fan base. But so you work the Minutemen in there. There's a faction. Let's see, Outcast. You could have a little squad of guys that could be the remnants. If we're saying that we're beyond the Fallout 3 point of the Enclave getting destroyed, we're in New Vegas timeline. Speak of the devil. So this meeting consists of the normal Pentagon DC Brotherhood of Steel, the Brotherhood Outcast, little squad of the Remnants, and New Vegas Bunker Brotherhood. There is a threat to New Vegas coming in from the fucking Institute, from the Commonwealth. They want the Cold Fusion MacGuffin. And Indian guy's a synth. Yeah. That makes the whole show much better. And then it feels like there's somewhere to go with it. I don't know what the fuck. Doesn't feel like it's progressing anywhere. Like I don't feel like it started. Like it feels like it's just a line in the middle of a piece of paper, and they're just like they're making shit up as they go along, with the idea that, hey, we could carry this on for a while. Like, I don't know, how many seasons of the show do you think you could make out of the events of Fallout 3 and New Vegas and Fallout 4. Right? What they should really be doing is using the original games as a script, Season 1 and 2, and then eventually you get Fallout Season 3, Fallout 3, Fallout Season 4, New Vegas, Fallout Season 5, the Institute comes in, or maybe within 5 we'll incorporate, because there really isn't that much story going on in Fallout 4. I don't know. And for the sake of pacing. But you see what I'm saying here. So if we're just creating we're pulling shit out of our ass and making it up as we go along, well, we can pull shit out of our ass and make it up as we go along for as long as we want, right? As long as it makes fucking money. So they're preemptively, because then if they stick real tight to the lore and the stories that are available within the games, then at some point within a few seasons possibly, they would have to take some kind of a turn off in a fucking random direction, and it would piss everybody off. They'd be like, oh, all of a sudden we're just making shit up now? Okay. I think I got a little bit of that old walking in a circle in the fucking woods thing going on, because we've got the freaking objective marker. You ever have that happen where you're walking through the wastes and you get distracted by your objective marker versus your waypoint you set yourself, just because the objective marker sticks out a lot more and you end up walking in the wrong fucking direction for a ill minute? Dude, did I actually lose fucking, like, ground? I did. I totally did. That's funny. Wow. Well, gang. Gang. There they are. Fuck. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness. Sticky's usually first. I was worried there for a second. I was like, where the fuck is this goofball? Huh. What do you think? Yay or nay on the show's rendition of basically the Fallout 4 power armor, or if we had gone a sort of different route? I think people actually would have hated it. I like it in the game. I wish we had more HUD stuff going on. If the power armor from Fallout 4 worked the same, but it was the size of Fallout 3 power armor, that would be better. But in the show, unless they really came up with a lot of clever ways to get across the weight and power of the armor. Like, I think it would just look silly. Sillier than it already does. Because it's basically, I'm just thinking of like stormtrooper armor that's been painted fucking silver, and that's kind of what they're gonna be walking around in, and it's just not gonna convey. They do a decent job in the show, at least. Had a feeling when I jumped off of that. Got to be careful to take some roundabout route and end up having one of them get killed by a Deathclaw or a Yagwai bear or something. Don't feed the Yagwai. You got the ghoul. The guy who plays the ghoul. At least is better than Steve Ogg. At least he's nice about it. If he reaches a Steve Ogg GTA 5 level of fame, I wonder if it'll become a pain in the ass to him and if he'll turn into a Steve Ogg kind of guy about it. But he doesn't want to play the games at all. And he gives you some artsy fartsy BS reason about him wanting to bring whatever the fuck he said he was bringing to the show. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Well, you know what? At least he's not a straight up dick about it. And then you got Lucy Liu there saying she plays the games, but she's just not very good at them. I'm like, fair enough. So you gotta wonder to what degree. I think I came up with a more interesting scenario in this video than the fucking show has going. Like, oh, some guys in a meeting sitting there being like, even so there's two scenarios, you know? There's two scenarios, two walls you gotta get through. One, have they even played the games? The writers in the meeting room and all that. And two, by any chance, if they've played the games to any degree, let's say a research level degree, they aren't super fans like us, but went through the games a bit, skimmed through or whatever. I don't know. Just a chance in the fucking meeting that the conversation is, well, they aren't gonna. What are we just gonna tell the same stuff and do the same stuff that was in the game? Use the game as a script? Yes, do that. At least have the fucking pieces be recognizable if you're gonna shift them around. Wait till day. Is it a super mutant? Is that Fox? Who the fuck is that? Uncle Leo. I forgot about this guy. Really?
I was driven up by my brothers. I tried to get them to understand that there was more to life than fighting, killing, but they wouldn't listen. Now I wander the wasteland, hoping to find some meaning to life before I die.
Give me everything you've got and I might let you live. He does not have pockets, man.
I don't know. I've always called myself that. Maybe it was my name before I became this. Maybe I read it in a book. Maybe you don't know where we come from. We aren't born this way. We are created. The cold, dark, metal place. And my brothers bring their captives, endlessly trying to make more of us. It's something I could not do. I tried to get them to stop, but they wouldn't listen. They would have killed me if I had not run away. I'm glad you stopped by to see me.
Too bad you can't get this guy as a companion. Was another thing I was thinking about. Like, after the rose-colored goggles faded off, I was watching some other people's videos and thinking about the show. Forget what the guy's point was or what he was saying in the video I was watching. But he was talking about the rad scorpion attack scene there in the basement with the ghoul and Chicky. Hey, look at that rock there. Doesn't that kind of look like a face? Anyway. I thought to myself, holy shit. Now maybe there's a way you could excuse this, but the ghoul freaks out with the fucking rad scorpion venom in the meat of a guy. Like it's poisonous. And don't you recall, what's her name? I think she's in Prim, who cooks the little fucking rad scorpion cakes that have rad scorpion venom in them. This is the kind of shit that makes me question whether or not they actually played the games and know that much. Because if you really played the games a lot, you would know you can eat rad scorpion venom. It's like fucking when you have snake venom in some kinds of food, some kinds of snake venom. And so that's what she says in the games. Oh, my cake's got rad scorpion venom in them. They make your fucking mouth numb. Oh, fuck, I came over here. I shouldn't have come the fuck over here. But yeah, so he shouldn't be worried about eating that. But now, so I don't know, just thinking about it, like, she says, unless you have cuts on the inside of your mouth, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe if you have any sores or whatever, right? So maybe, alright, now I know Sticky's still alive, that minigun is going, I don't know what fucking took him so long. So maybe that's why. That's why he had to spit it out. I don't know if ghouls are affected still by rad scorpion venom that much, but just speculating here. Trying to give the show the benefit of the doubt. Oh, can a ghoul eat the rad scorpion cakes in New Vegas without dying? Oh, I'm just eating all these fucking missile strikes. Stupid. And I'm wearing fucking this leather armor just to use it up. Fuck. Why is it impossible to hit this guy? Keep shooting at me. Oh, he dropped his fucking missile launcher. Thank goodness. Did everybody survive? No, there's no way. Sticky is dead and she picked up his fucking gun. Oh man, we lost Sticky and oh, that's just a rock. Damn it. Fucking bullshit right now. Gotta remember that asshole's over there. Yes, I don't know, I guess it depends. Do you think ghouls can eat the rad scorpion cakes from New Vegas? Or do they get poisoned by them? Should we give the show the benefit of the doubt? I don't think so. I don't think so. They either didn't know or didn't care. For lack of research or lack of caring. Said we're gonna have the ghoul be all worried about the... And I'm deliberately ignoring, like, alright, you know, fucking... What's her name in Prim puts it in food on purpose. Like, oh, it tastes a certain way, it makes your mouth numb, blah, blah, blah. So I don't think that he's fucking spitting... You're eating a piece of a dead guy, for fuck's sake. So I'm just saying, how bad could it have tasted? I don't think that was the factor. Just a little food for thought there. Need to just avoid the fuck out of this fucking radar tower I keep on bumping into. Mm. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Fuck. What the fuck now? We lost Sydney at some point. How the fuck? This is going shitty. This is going like a fucking bitch. Damn. Well, I guess I'll cut it here at the hour mark since it's going so shitty. And I've basically said my thoughts on the Fallout show. You know, I'd say it's worth watching. It's a fun ride. You just gotta kind of like detach a bit from the games a little bit. Don't expect too much similarity as far as canon goes. Just look at it as a different playthrough. You know, but it's a fun. Hey, I don't know if you're so negative or whatever. I don't know, man. Doesn't offend me that much. I would hope that we get a more refined show, not intended for such a broad audience, or maybe a movie, a dark, gritty movie would be nice. But as a launch point into the fucking mainstream, fair enough. All right, guys, peace.